All right, welcome back to another episode. It's your boy DIVIJ Vaswani, aka Div. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. So in this episode, I want to talk about what is going on with Soulja Boy in the culture. If you guys have been keeping up with, the Breakfast Club and everything that's been going on in the media, you guys will know that Soulja Boy has come back with a vengeance. He has gone from being a viral sensation to now being hip-hop's biggest troll. He just came out with a new mixtape. He dropped a new song called Hit My Line. Interview with the Breakfast Club. DJ Envy and Charlamagne said that TALIAFERRO and Meek Mill had bigger 2018 comebacks. Soulja Boy completely denied that. Both had hit records, Meek Mill having Dangerous and TALIAFERRO having Taste with Offset. But if you guys have seen anything in the recent interviews with Soulja Boy, this is all definitely just a PR stunt for him to get recognition. And by the way, it's working. So in a way, it's genius. But what's really insane is that Soulja Boy has some truth in what he's saying about him starting the way for new artists. With Crank That, he was saying that basically he's the reason a lot of the newer rappers have popped off, because he kind of started the trend of creating dances to hit songs. And he also went to say that he actually created Drake because Drake actually took some of his bars. Soulja Boy never became a troll. He was one from the very moment he began to imprint himself on the national music scene, pulling the bait and switch on folks hoping to grab 50-cent tracks off LimeWire. So while his recent Breakfast Club interview may have been a reminder of his rabble-rousing ways to most of the mainstream public, it's just really the latest and loudest moment in a career that's been characterized by trolling and a preternatural sense of knowing who to target and when to pounce. Soulja Boy emerged as an icon at the dawn of the ringtone rap era. His incredible hit Crank That was certified 3 times platinum and topped the ringtone sales chart, selling I think 10 or 15 million ringtones, which is absolutely insane. Soulja Boy was a harbinger for the future of hip-hop, but it instantly put him at odds with the genre's elders. So the older heads in the game were basically saying that he was whack as fuck and that he wasn't contributing anything to hip-hop. But that is why Soulja Boy is back now, saying that he deserves credit for a lot of the things that he's done, which, by the way, is all partially true. So if you guys remember, his 2008 sophomore album, I, Soulja Boy Tell 'Em, was based off of iTunes and Apple. It featured both more polished production and more guest appearances from the likes of Gucci Mane, Shawty Lo, and Yo Gotti. So while the record spawned a few successful singles, that era was when he fully leaned into his trollish tendencies and figured out the best way to do so was by antagonizing specific artists. So as an example, he had accused Bow Wow of renting his Lamborghini and challenged him to a race for ownership of the car, although the two of them made up. And then if you guys fast forward to 2016, he claimed he had a deal for $400 million with the World Poker Fund, which, of course, Charlamagne debunked on The Breakfast Club as being worth just a small fraction of that. But, of course, Soulja Boy's brilliant response was, "Millions is millions, my baby." And that's quote-unquote what he said. But he did actually have a deal with World Poker Fund. It just was not $400 million. So then you guys also want to look at his electronics ventures. He had the Soulja Watch and the Soulja Watch and the Soulja Game emulator, which he maintains are legitimate and legal. But, a lot of people are saying that it's not legal and that he, is actually, creating products that are now infringing on copyright and all these other issues. So, but anyways, apparently he sold about $1 million over a month of his video game console, which, by the way, looks pretty shitty in my eyes, but hey, money is money, and apparently he is killing it with the Soulja Game console. But fast forward to 2019, part of what makes Soulja Boy such an effective troll is the kernel of truth in his kind of inflammatory statements, right? So you guys watched the interview. Soulja Boy also said that he and the Migos had the same Zaytoven beat, which was used for Versace, and that Drake clearly, took his bars and his lines, in his song Miss Me, but he used that to kind of claim that he taught Drake everything, which is absolutely insane. But in 2018, he dropped 2 independent studio albums, 3 mixtapes, and 2 APs. But of course, none of those generated that much conversation as opposed to what he's doing now with the media. So in my eyes, Soulja Boy is much more of a personality as opposed to an artist, although his music is incredible, or at least some of his music is incredible. But yeah, man, so Soulja Boy's definitely back, and he's made a lot of noise recently in hip-hop, and I think it's definitely all just a PR stunt for him to promote his music, but hopefully this is a way for him to kind of get back in the game. He's definitely done some crazy important things. He's also got his TV show and all this different stuff, so let me know what you guys think about Soulja Boy's recent comeback in the game and all the shit he's been talking on Drake, Tyga, Meek Mill, etc. Make sure you guys subscribe, hit the like button, follow me on Instagram, and stay tuned for another video coming tomorrow, and I'll catch you guys soon. Peace.